And so the MLS Bitcoin Club has 10 levels. It has 10 levels to the program. And folks, each level increases in the amount to get started there, but it unlocks very valuable financial information. Okay, very valuable. And so whether you're 18 or 80, guys, and you're still looking to get ahead, hey, this is going to be very valuable info. Because, you know, everybody comes in on the starter level. And on the starter level, folks, we're talking about, you know, about $300 right now to come in there. All right, which is, it's peanuts, because now you can leverage all the way through the club. All right, from that one level through cash flow. All right. And so you have the starter level, which is going to be the introduction to crypto. We're going to teach you the basics about crypto. And I tell people the best way to learn about crypto, just like we did about money, get some. You know, you get some crypto, you're going to learn a lot about it. Okay. And then level 1 is going to talk about extreme credit. It's going to teach us how to leverage our credit the right way versus going into debt with it. A lot of people want to fix their credit so they go out and buy stuff and go into debt and be right back at square one. Level 2, the introduction to LLCs. Guys, you got to understand, in the free enterprise system, the advantages go to the business owner. Not to mention LLCs, we're going to teach you how to protect your assets. Level 3, how to get business credit. Level 4, controlling your retirement through a solo 401k. All right. And see, when you have the money to do so, hey, we want to talk the best value, the best return, the best way that we can get that thing stacked up. We're trying to stack our chips, okay, so we can be done with all this stuff and do what we want to do every day. Put forth, you know, the things that we want to give back to society with. All right. Level 5 is HELOCs. You know, mortgages by themselves, I mean, hey, it's a way to buy real estate. It is. But folks, it's not the best way. If you have a HELOC, we're going to teach you the power of it, and it gives you access to leverage cash flow to do other things and pay your house off in a third of the time. We have people in the club who paid off multiple properties already, okay, just through the knowledge and information they're getting in the cash flow. Level 6, introduction to trading, making your money make money. See, if you don't, it's going to just run out. You know, it's going to run out. Even if you try to save enough, in a lot of cases, it's not going to be enough. But if you can grow it, that means now you're making it and you're putting more into the pot from what you have. Okay, it's like when we were taught, you know, if Mary had 3 apples and Bob brought Mary 3 more apples, how many apples does Mary have? 6. She started with 3, now she has 6. Okay, that's what we want to start with 1,000, then have 10,000. Okay, 20,000, not have 1,000, and then a couple of days later you had 0. All right, we know that story. Okay, level 7, infinite banking, right? Putting ourselves in position, using certain financial instruments now, instead of creating bills and debt, we're going to leverage them and turn them into assets, income producing assets. Level 8, offshore accounts. Offshore banking, guys, that's where it's at. You got to understand it, but most people don't know about it because they don't have no cash, don't have enough money to even worry about that. Now you will. Now you will, okay? It's kind of like the athlete or the entertainer signing that big contract. One moment it didn't make sense. Now you want to know all about it because you have the money, okay? Cash flow, it makes all the difference. We have level 9, we call it see you at the top. Level 9, you're moving around some serious cash flow. Now this is the information on each level, okay? From crypto to offshore accounts. But let's look at the money, the cash flow on each level, okay? Now from the starter level, it's an annual membership of $99 plus 0.016 in Bitcoin. That comes out to about $300. But then you go up to 0.04, 0.10 in Bitcoin, 0.20, 0.50, which is half a Bitcoin, to one whole Bitcoin at level 5, okay? But on each level, you can generate 150 to 400% over and over in a 2x2 matrix, okay? Then level 6, 2-hole Bitcoin, level 7, 3-hole Bitcoin. So what are we talking about? Roughly about 33,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. Yeah, you say, well, how can I join level 7? It's going to take you 3 Bitcoin. But then you turn around and generate 150 to 400% on 3 Bitcoin. Level 8, 6 Bitcoin, okay? And then level 9, folks, we're talking about 12 Bitcoin, about 130 grand, okay? So from, how do I get from coming in at 300 and then I'm gonna be able to do 12 Bitcoin? Well, that's what, when you understand the whole program, that's exactly what. And see, every time you're on a level, guys, it's going to renew itself automatically. Okay, because here's what it looks like physically. Every level looks like a house where you have 6 spots. You have 6 different slots in that house. You got 2 A-line slots and 4 B-line slots. All right. And the 2 A-line slots, when somebody falls in here and joins, all right, they can come right here on your A-line. And you're going to pick up 50% in rent. 50% of what? Whatever level you're on. If you're on the starter level, it's 0.016 in Bitcoin, which is about 200 bucks. Okay. If you're on level 5, that's 1 whole Bitcoin. So you're getting 50% twice on a whole Bitcoin, about 11,000, just rounding it up. Okay. So that's the play with the A line. All right. Then on the B line, you can pick up 50 or 100%. Okay. 50 or 100%. And 50% if someone else referred those folks and they fall on your beat. 100% if you refer them personally and they fall on your beat. Okay. So now we're talking anywhere from 150 to 300% on just the B line. So if you max it out at 300, you got 100 at the top on the A, 100 plus 300, there's your 400. So we literally can pick up between 150 to 400% over and over again. Now, one of the cool things about the B line is the 4th B spot renews you and it starts a new house on that level automatically. You don't have to come out of pocket. You had to come out of pocket the first time, but never again, because it's going to automatically renew itself with the 4th spot on the B line. And not to mention, it has unlocked some very pertinent financial info. Like, again, the starter level, you're going to learn about crypto and Bitcoin, okay? So 150 to 400%, you get paid every day, multiple times a day. Guys, you can even go through a whole matrix multiple times a day, because we're not like a lot of the programs out there. You got to wait and can't come in yet. No, you can't come in yet, okay, here with us. Because, folks, it's just, it flows on a digital system. And so, again, it could be people you invite. It could be other people invite folks that fall into your house. But wherever they fall, you're generating cash flow, a minimum of 150%. Because sometimes on the A line, if you didn't invite those guys, someone else is going to get that 50%. You just move to the B, where you always get a minimum of 150, 150% over and over again, over and over again. Now, this is someone showing you how they got paid 4 times on March the 27th, 4 times on the 28th, 2 times on the 29th, twice on the 31st. What's that? 3 times on the 1st. Look at all those payments, right? And even one of those payments was like $5,000 in Bitcoin. All right, just one. But again, MLS, guys, we're paying you in Bitcoin. And when you understand the value of it, you're going to want to get paid in Bitcoin, okay? Because with technology, it's so easy to convert it. You even have Bitcoin ATM machines now, okay? So you're going to get a digital back office system that looks like this. When you log in to the dashboard, it shows you, how many referrals you've made. People say, well, do I just need 2? Why would that number matter? What matters is the number you need to get financially free. So whatever that takes, we go ahead and do that, okay? Because you probably talk to more than 2 people on the job, right? So what difference does it make? We want to take the path of least resistance always, and I get it. But folks, at this juncture here, even if you didn't have the $300 to start on here, the first level, guys, it's okay, because Rotating Hands, the next program we're going to look at, is going to help you get there anyway with a lot less. It's pretty cool. So, but watch this, guys. Total received for this person was 10.22 in Bitcoin. What is that? 97,000, not $10, $97,000, because they accumulated over 10 Bitcoin. Now today it's even more, because that was back in May. Okay, that was back in May. And then they're getting paid out on over 34 positions they're receiving rewards from. 34 different positions that they've received rewards from. So becoming your own bank is so powerful, like using your life insurance and you become the banker, okay? Where you could turn your life insurance policy into an asset. Here, our CEO is showing how he took his life insurance policy and in a year, he built some crazy cash value and it already taken out 84 grand to leverage and use to do some other things, okay? Folks, that's the power of using, your life insurance like a whole life policy. And man, this is incredible what you can accomplish here, okay? He showed the Trezor, how you can put millions of dollars on this little device and nobody wouldn't even know it. You can put it in your safe. You can keep it on you in your pocket. Most folks would think it's a car remote or some type of gadget, right? Folks, this thing can have crazy money. You could even put your retirement on there and be done, right? It's pretty awesome. So, and then here, using credit cards, again, not to go into debt, but to generate cash flow is powerful. These are the things that you're going to learn through MLS. I mean, think about it. People pay big money to go to college. They haven't taught you this. They're not teaching this in college, not even in business school, guys. The stuff that we're being taught here, it's not being taught. All right. I mean, this is totally different information. Bill Gates said it best. If you're born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, guess what? It is your fault. Because as we get older, it's the decisions we make, guys, or we don't make, that can wind us up with, robbing Peter to pay Paul just enough to not be totally broke. Just enough. They call it just over broke, So, man, that's no way to go. But what do most people do in this country? Just like that. 20, 30, 40 years and then retire, and it's not enough. Got to go back to work, get another job. Okay? So who wants to do that? If I get another job, it's going to be the one I create. Now, let's look at rotating hands. And rotating hands, guys, is $25 to come in on the first level. Okay? And it's also based on a matrix system. All right, levels 1 through 4 is based on a 2x3 matrix, a little different from MLS. But levels 5 through 8 are based on a 2x2 matrix. Now let's look at getting going. It's $25 to get started, okay, on the level 1, the starter phase, and it's a $10 admin, so it's about 35 bucks. That's why I was saying 35. But folks, we're going to show you how to turn 35 very quickly into 175 in cash flow, right? 200, but then the way the system works, you're going to net about 175 over and over and over. Now, what if there was a bank here in town or in your town where you live, and you put 35 in and you can go draw out 175 from the ATM over and over? Well, how many of you guys would bank there? With no question asked, you bank there. Now, why are we so loyal to the bank when they're giving us a whopping 1% on our savings right now? If you open up a CD at the end of the term, you may owe money. Isn't that crazy? So understand, guys, what we're saying is this is something that, hey, can you really afford not to enroll? Because we could lose $35 just walking down the street. It fall out our pocket or our purse, pocketbook. I like on East Coast say pocketbook, right? So, but answer me this. Are you broke? Are you devastated? $35? So what I'm really getting at is lose the fear. And let's really look at this thing, guys, because with 35 bucks, you should never have to come out of pocket for anything else in this club. If you do it right, you'll never have to come out of pocket again. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Level 1, you're on the level 1 matrix. This is you. You share with a couple of 3, 5, 6 people. I always tell people, hey, you want to, try to enroll 6. I've almost enrolled 6 in the last 4 days. In fact, I think I have enrolled 6 in just the last 4 days. My goal is to enroll 100. Why not? Because that's just the activity of what I'm doing to get to where I want to be. Okay. Most people go to a job every day and they're not where they want to be. They don't even want to be there. Okay. So here, folks, I'm not going to limit myself to just 1 or 2 people. I want to share with as many people as possible because the whole point is to get there. I want to get there before this lifetime is over. All right. Because at some point it will be over. At some point, people will be talking about you in the past. So let's get it now. I tell folks, look, at 52 years young, I may be blessed with 30 to 35 more years. You think I'm going to sit back being scared, being fearful over the next 35 years? No, I want to be where I want to be every day, like I have been for the past 25 years. Okay. I want to keep that going. And folks say, keep it moving. I want to keep it moving. All right. So here's the thing. You share with a few, maybe even a few more. They share with a few. Before you know it, you're on the third level of the matrix. And on the third level of the matrix, guess what? 8 members are going to be sending you $25 rewards. 8 of them. That's 200. 8 times 25 is 200. What we do is we're going to take the 7th reward, send it off to a member to renew level 1 over and over. Over and over. Okay. Now, if you went through level 1 10 times a month, that's $1,750 in cash flow. Now, $35 won't pay probably no bills, but $1,750 will take some good stabs at a bunch of them, right? Cell phone, internet cable, right? Light bill, gas bill, right? So that's what I'm getting at, folks. And for $35, there are millions of people that will join this program. They are. Because they have 35 bucks to get going. And they need to get going to turn over cash flow. And that's what we're doing. So that's level 1. It's going to keep working itself over and over. You don't have to go back and put cash flow back in level 1 out of your pocket. In fact, out of that 175, let's grab 50 out of there. So we're going to put away 125. Okay. Let's grab 50 out. Let's go and go to level 2. So we got level 1 working, but now we're on level 2 also. Level 2 looks just like level 1, and it's the introduction to phase 1 of the program. So we're in the starter phase. Now you're in phase 1, which is level 2. It starts with level 2. So now 50, guys, you're on the level 2 matrix. So a few people are going to share you. That's what I like, how it overlaps, because a lot of folks from the first level are going to probably follow you over to level 2. And also maybe even some new people who you don't even know, right? But on the third level of the matrix, they're going to be sending you 8 rewards of $50. 8 rewards of $50 a piece. So 8 times 50 is 400. You take the 7 payments, send it off to renew level 2 over and over, over and over. So now you're generating $350 over and over. But the first time, let's go ahead and grab 150 out of that 350, which is going to leave you 200 to put away. So let's go ahead and go to level 3. Level 3, guys, 150, you already took care of it from your cash flow, not out your pocket. All right. So level 3, guys, we're talking about you and several people follow you. Maybe some new folks fall in there. All I know is when you get to the third level of the matrix, 8 people are sending you 150. 150 now. Okay. It was, 25, then it went to 50. Now it's 150 times 8. Well, we know that's 1,200. Okay. You take the 7th payment, send it off. Now you're on level 3 over and over. Okay. It's kind of like built in. It's going to renew itself over and over, because if you don't, you're out the program. All right. So it's designed to really accumulate 7 payments over and over. So that's 1,050. That's good stuff coming from 35. We have no gripes. So if you look at level 1, 2, and 3, you have 1,500 over and over. Every time you go through all 3, that's 1,500 in positive cash flow. 1,500, 1,500, right? Strong as garlic. Strong as garlic, folks, because you can't do much hardly with 35 these days. You can with us. You can do everything, right? So let's go ahead and take out of there 500 and get ready for level 4, because it's 500 to get started there. So now you're on all 4 levels. And this matrix, guys, same thing, 2 by 3. And on the third level, 8 members are sending you $500 rewards, 8 of them. 8 times 500 is what? 4,000. 4,000, the math is there. It don't lie. You take the 7th payment, send it off. Okay, send it off to a member in a reward, just like they're sending you, to renew level 4 over and over again, over and over. So now you add them all up, guys, about 5,000 in rewards on a regular basis every time you go through level 1 through 4. And folks, again, it's not like network marketing where, you know, you need each person to be a different person. Everybody here, there are going to be a lot of people overlap on these levels. You're going to see a lot of the same people over and over because they're going through just like you are. They're repeating over and over. So the numbers, guys, you don't need as many new people coming on board, and that's awesome. All right. So now this is as far as you can go in rotating hands without being an MLS member. So you got to join MLS anyway, and I just went over that, and it's strong, guys. You want to have, you know, as many of those levels working for you also. Because think about it, if you go all the way up to level 9, you have all levels flowing. Man, you're done. You're done. Okay. And you add rotating hands too. I don't think I need to say any more, but hey, I got some more. Level 5. Okay. Level 5 changes the game because now you hit phase 2 of rotating hands, and it's no longer a 2x3 matrix. You still have 1 through 4 working, but now you're on level 5 at the same time, and it's a 2x2, just like MLS. So 2x2, you 2 people follow you over here. Guess what? The next level, they're sending you $2,000 rewards 4 times. 4 different members sending you a $2,000 reward. That's 8 grand. You take the 3rd reward now, send it off to another member to renew level 5 over and over. So now you're generating 6,000. Remember, you took the 2,000 out of the 3,500. So that's awesome. And you could have took 300 to join MLS out of that 3,500 too. And you still have a comma to put away, a comma in cash flow plus to put away. Guys, that's just strong because it's about creating income streams. That's what we're really doing here. Okay. Most folks sitting back, they don't have no income streams, but they'll tell you, well, all that don't work. What are you doing then? What will work? Show me what you doing to generate this type of cash flow. And most of them don't have a clue, not a clue. They just don't want you to do it, right? I said, man, kick rocks. Look at this, folks. Level 5, 6,000 over and over. That's more than what most of them make on the job. They go work all month long. I don't talk to nobody. You talking to somebody every day on your job. What are you talking about? You're just not doing it for yourself. Here, we're talking about 6 grand over and over just on level 5. Okay? But now you're getting ready, folks, for phase 3. And the whole thing with phase 3, guys, I'm sorry, we're still on phase 2. That's right. It's a 6,000. We're going to take 3 grand. I'm getting way ahead. Take 3 grand out of this 6. So at least 3 grand. You got 3,000 left over. That's only the first time because every time after that, it renews itself. When you send that 2,000 to a member, you renew that level. So now, guys, we go over here to level 6, 3,000, okay? And you're going to generate 9 grand over and over. 9 grand over and over because it's a 2x2 as well. 2 people follow you here, which they will. They have the cash. See, if people have the cash flow, there's no worry. But it's when they got to go try to find it or come up with it or sacrifice, and they're thinking, I don't think I want to do that. It's going to hurt my family, or I can't afford it, or it's, you know, I don't trust it. But with 35, you can lose that and it's good. Okay? That's what I'm saying. $35 is worth taking the shot. Understand that, guys? You can eat a bad hamburger for $35. Okay, and that's your money gone. Okay, or you get home, you paid $35 for your meal, you get home, everything not there. We mad is all outdoors, right? So here's the thing. 2x2, 2 folks, 2 people follow them. Whether you brought them, someone else brought them, it don't matter. They're going to send you 4 $3,000 rewards. That's 12 grand. You take the 3rd one, send it off, 9,000 over and over. Over and over and over and over. It renews itself. So now you look at the 9,000 plus the 6,000, which is 15 plus the 5. You have 20,000 in cash flow, guys, and rewards over and over. And we're just here level 6. Now we go to phase 3, level 7, okay? And it jumps up 5,000. So guess what we do? We're going to take the 5,000 out of the 9. So we put 4 away, okay? Or use it for whatever. But now we want to upgrade, guys, okay? So you're already taken care of. You're already ready. So now you're in position to generate another 15,000 over and over because it's a 2x2. 2 people follow you. The next 4, they're sending you 4 rewards of $5,000 a piece. That's 20 grand. You take the 3rd payment, send it off, Boom, 15,000 over and over, over and over. Okay. And then guess what? Out of that 15, the first time, not every time after that, just the first time, because every time after that, you're going to generate 15 and that's yours to keep. But the first time, because you want to go to level 8, folks, we take 7,500 out of that 15. Now think about that. You're taking 7,500 and keeping 75. But a little while ago, you barely were thinking about the 35 getting going. But now you're in a position to take 75 and put into something to generate more cash flow at that level. That's strong. That's strong. That's what leverage is all about. Okay. So watch this, folks. We take 75 out. You're ready. You're on level 8. That's the highest level you can go in rotating hands. So you plus 2, then folks, 4 people follow them. They're going to send you 4 $7,500 rewards, which is 30 grand. You take the third payment, send it off to a member to renew level 8 over and over. That's 22.5. You no longer have to upgrade nowhere. Now you out of that 22.5, you may go over to MLS and start popping up there. You probably already did it because guess what? Man, to have the cash flow and the knowledge is what's powerful. If most people, you drop 100 grand on them, they don't know what to do with it. It's just going to sit there for a minute and it'll probably disappear. Before long, it'll be gone, right? It'll be gone because most folks have no clue what to do. But here with the knowledge, you're going to know exactly what to do to turn that 100,000 into 500,000. Okay. That's what I got excited about. The financial knowledge, folks, of how to use that tool called money and turn it into more. And you never have to look back over your shoulder. Wouldn't that be a good feeling to never have to worry about money again? I tell you, man, a lot of folks here in this club are doing that. All right. That's what our CEO is doing. And that's why he put this together to teach other people how to do it. Guys, it's strong. Okay. So listen, as we recap real quick, if you just go through the starter phase through phase 1, which is 4 levels, the first 4 levels has 5,075 over and over, 60,000 a year. There are a lot of people work their jobs and don't even bring that in, especially now with all the downsizing and layoffs. Man, folks, there are people who need it. Millions of families are facing foreclosure right now, guys. We have a simple solution while they're going through that pain that can immediately change where they're at. And we ain't talking about loans.